Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're stepping back into the golden age of steam to explore one of the most iconic and powerful locomotives ever to grace Britain's railways, the LMS Coronation Class. These majestic engines were born out of a fierce rivalry between two great railway companies, the London Midland and Scottish Railway and the London and North Eastern Railway. In the mid-1930s, as Sir Nigel Gresley's streamlined A4s dazzled the nation with their speed and elegance, LMS needed a reply. That reply came in 1937, and it was loud, proud, and unashamedly grand. Designed by the brilliant William Stanier, the LMS Coronation Class was an evolution of his earlier Princess Royal Class. But this was no simple upgrade. With a four-cylinder layout, a mighty 250 psi boiler, and a tractive effort exceeding 40,000 pounds force, the Coronations were engineered for raw, relentless power. In fact, they remain the most powerful steam locomotives ever built for the British Main Line. The first 5 locomotives, built in 1937, were adorned in striking Caledonian blue with silver stripes, fully streamlined, as much a marketing statement as a mechanical one. They were introduced to pull the brand new non-stop express from London to Glasgow, a train that would become known as the Coronation Scot, in honour of King George VI's coronation. These engines weren't just machines, they were symbols of national pride. One of the earliest, number 6,220 Coronation, reached a blistering 114 miles per hour on a test run, briefly seizing the British speed record. The story goes that the train took the curve at Crewe so fast it shattered the crockery in the dining car. Now that's what you call speed with style. But the glamour wasn't to last. Wartime austerity saw the striking blue replaced with wartime black. The streamlining, though beautiful, proved troublesome to maintain and had only marginal performance benefits at typical running speeds. By the 1940s, many Coronations had their casings removed entirely, revealing the powerful, muscular engines beneath. What they lost in grace, they made up for in brute practicality. These locomotives worked the West Coast Main Line, charging between London Euston and Glasgow Central, often in charge of heavy top-link express passenger trains. Based at major depots such as Camden, Crewe North, Carlisle Upperby and Polmadie, they were a familiar sight to passengers, spotters and railwaymen alike. They were workhorses, but not without controversy. In the 1948 locomotive exchange trials, the Coronation Class was judged by some as disappointing when pitted against its eastern rivals, particularly in fuel efficiency. But critics often overlooked the fact that these trials didn't reflect their true strengths: power over long distances, heavy loads, and sheer drama. The end began with the 1955 modernisation plan. British Railways looked to diesel and electric traction to bring in a new era. The Coronation Class, with their heavy axle loads and high maintenance demands, were among the first to feel the cold shadow of progress. Withdrawals began in 1962, and by 1964 all were gone from regular service. But remarkably, 3 were saved from the cutter's torch. First, there's number 46,229 Duchess of Hamilton, now displayed at the National Railway Museum in York, lovingly restored to her original streamlined appearance, livery and all. She stands today not just as a locomotive, but as a work of art. Then there's number 46,233 Duchess of Sutherland, mainline certified and still thundering along Britain's railways on special rail tours. If you've ever heard her whistle echoing through the valleys, you'll know she's not just preserved, she's alive. Lastly, number 46,235 City of Birmingham, preserved in the Think Tank Museum in Birmingham, proudly representing the city in which she spent so much of her career. So, was the Coronation Class a success? In terms of raw engineering, without a doubt. They were powerful, fast, and capable. In terms of legacy, they've become icons, the very image of LMS ambition and British steam at its peak. They weren't without flaws, but they earned affection through personality and performance. Today, their replacements are sleek, silent, electric, efficient, yes, but lacking a certain soul. When a Duchess runs on heritage rails, people stop. They turn. They listen. Because no electric hum or diesel rumble can match the thunder of a coronation in full flight. The LMS Coronation Class wasn't just a locomotive, it was theatre on rails. And though its reign was brief, it was glorious. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey through steam's royal lineage. If you enjoyed the ride, please do give us a like, share the video with fellow railway fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the golden age of British rail. Until next time, keep your fire burning and your wheels turning.